We're ready to start another day of trial. Are you excited?
Thrilled to be here on July 10th.
Really? Because I'm really not getting the good energy from you right now.
I'm sorry. Couldn't be more thrilled to be doing criminal trials. Just 2 days after we stayed up all night at a concert venue where a person was murdered.
What do you mean? This is great.
This
We'll get it all wrapped up.
This cannot be a reasonable timeline for a trial.
See, okay. This is one thing that I will say. Apparently, in like the first Ace Attorney games, they say that like a law had been passed or something, so you have to get a verdict within 3 days or it gets thrown out.
That's insane.
I know.
I'm sorry, that's wild. Do you know how many miscarriages of justice there are if you have to get a verdict within 3 days? They're just finding people off the street. That's wild. I hate this.
Yeah. See, if we played through the original trilogy, you'd know that. But yeah, I have to explain these things. But yeah, so that's why there's like a rush to get these things done.
This is just... That's wild. I couldn't imagine, like, our court system has its issues, but like that is wild.
Yep, I agree.
Okay, great. So that explains why we're going to court right after going to the concert, and probably some people are still hungover from the concert.
Yeah.
So, okay, it's July 10th, 9:49 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Well, this is it.
Today's the day it all goes down. And then there was yesterday. This meeting is over. Sorry. Just give us 5 more minutes. We can call them back after that. Sorry, no go. Come on, piano boy, we're leaving.
Darian, wait!
I never liked you. Either of you. Huh?
Darn it, we were so close. He was about to tell us. Hey, Apollo.
He didn't want us to hear what Machi had to say. And I think I know why. Time to bring down a little justice.
Is that a joke because he's so short? A short joke?
Time to bring down an average height of justice.
No, a little justice.
No, just an average.
No.
Height 5'5" is the average.
No, short king. Eek!
What was that? I have no idea who this is. He is heard but unseen.
Who's that talking? Oh, oh my god. I forgot.
Hi, Valent.
I forgot Valent existed.
Sorry, I forgot this was me.
This is you.
I got so distracted by the fucking magician.
He's very distracting.
Valent Grammari. Using the door like an average person, no less. I refuse.
Oh yeah, no, we're not. No, we're not doing this. You aren't the witness today, are you, Uncle Valent? A preposterous proposition. How could I stand to stand upon the stand? Why, my secrets would be free for the plucking. I might even have to sign autographs. That is why I intend to remain hidden for the entire day. Oh, with vanishing magic? Indeed. I will jump upon an express train and express myself to the next town over. But before I go, a word of warning. Warning? What? A grand Grammari glamour resides at the root of all that has happened. Do not forget this truth.
A glamour?
A spell, a sorcery, a great illusion. Miss Trucy, though it pains me to part so, I need to get in line for a ticket. Farewell.
Bye.
And there he goes.
He sure seemed happy about that illusion thing.
Oh, big illusions are the bread and butter of a magician. You can't pull off a show without one. The big illusion is always a spectacle to remember. Usually involves cutting up things, or cutting people in two, or the Eiffel Tower, or anything really.
So he was talking about what we saw at the concert.
Lamora's disappearing act.
And Prosecutor Gavin's exploding guitar.
I wonder what he meant by it being at the root of all that had happened.
Well, it's about time. Shall we go? Excuse me, sir. Yes? The scheduled starting time for the trial has been changed. The trial will not be commencing until 10:30 a.m. Sorry for the inconvenience. Huh? Did something happen? This is a first. It was by the judge's request. Some urgent personal business. You know him. He probably just got his beard stuck in a door somewhere or something. Great. I bet he stayed up too late last night watching courtroom dramas.
Oh, relatable.
Speaking of courtroom dramas, Legally Blonde was on last night.
It's a great movie. Was it the movie or the musical?
It was the movie.
Okay.
I haven't seen the musical.
The musical's very good. I just wanted to ask. I figured it was the movie though.
Apparently he's visiting the hospital again. The hospital? I believe it was mentioned that the Chief Justice's son is unwell. Apparently his condition worsened considerably this morning. The Chief Justice's son.
Oh, that's right. Remember yesterday morning the judge said he had to go visit him after the trial?
No, there's an article about it in the newspaper. If you care to read about it yourself.
This is going to be important. I thought they were doing a bit. In the one of their
Nope.
courtroom bits, but
It's relevant.
Oh my god.
Newspaper article added to the court record. Incuritis syndrome, first case in the country.
Oh no. That's that thing that can only be cured with the forbidden
Yeah, the forbidden egg thing. That's not an egg.
cocoon.
Cocoon. Yes. Incuritis. Where have I heard of that before?
I am taking Apollo by the shoulders and shaking him like a leaf. I'll let you read that article for us, Apollo.
Oh, you'll let me. Great. Cool.
Just leave the TV guide page to me.
Try not to lose the page with the funnies if you can. Great.
I can't believe Incuritis. Okay, great. Good. July 10th, 10:30 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 3.
My apologies for the delay. You see, someone's dying. Did I mention someone is dying in the hospital of a disease that definitely is not related at all to what is happening in here?
People are
Court
dying
is now in
the
session.
hospital all the time.
Well, yes, but not of something that is relevant to the cases that I'm dealing with today, so you know.
Okay, yeah, I see how that could be confusing.
Court is now in session for the trial of... how do you say his name again?
Machi Tobai, our suspect. Oh, God. We are just starting.
Fortissimo.
Thank you. Machi Tobai, our suspect Fortissimo.
Right, it's his trial in any case. The defense is prepared, Your Honor.
The prosecution is ready to rock.
It's so cheesy every time, but I love it. Is something wrong, Your Honor? No. Well, yes. Now that you mention it, it's just that I've been friends with the Chief Justice since we were students, and do you have time? I just need to vent a little bit.
If you didn't have this weird law about needing a verdict in 3 days, we could have just suspended the trial till after Your personal business was concluded.
Obviously, we need to rush things along anyway. It's just that, someone is dying, and I'm a little bit, worried over his condition. It pains me to see him going through such a difficult time.
What if you recused yourself and we got a different judge?
No, this is definitely distracting me from all of the thoughts, It's either this or go home and watch more courtroom dramas.
Incuritis? What is it? The article said there is no known cure.
Gee, I wonder why they called it that then, Jersey.
Herr Judge, let me say with all honesty, I feel your pain. But now is not the time for tears. Now is the time for law. No crying in law. No crying in baseball, and no crying in law.
No crying in law. Indeed. There's definitely no crying in here. I'm definitely totally fine. We left off at quite the juncture yesterday. Can anyone tell me what happened? I asked Interpol about that number. IPXX 314206. The agent registered under this number was Romain Latouche. Thanks for looking into that for us, Detective Crescend. It's a great help. Oh, no problem at all, Your Honor. I'll be heading out. Hold it! Wait! That voice just now. It was him. I am sure of it. It was him? That voice I heard talking to Mr. Latouche when I heard the gunshots fired. It was him. It was Mr. Darien. No way!
Quite a sensational ending. Who would have thought Darien would guest star in the season Cliffhanger as a suspect?
I mean, he's kinda sus, dude.
Everyone needs to watch 50% less courtroom dramas.
I asked the prosecution to look into this matter. Please tell the court your findings.
Darien Crescend is a member of my band, the Gavineers. He's also a detective, making the current charges serious indeed. Yet, after investigation, I have found no cause to alter our case or file new charges.
And the reason is?
Weren't you aware, Hair Forehead? He has an impeccable alibi.
An alibi? What's that? I've never heard of it before.
Let us review the facts again, shall we?
What? The facts? What are facts again? I've never heard of them.
Getting confusing. The concert held on the night of the shooting was in 3 sets. The Gaviners ripped up the stage during the first set. For the second set, our guest took center stage. The only performers appearing were myself, Larimore, and Machi, along with a drummer and bassist for a total of 5. The shooting in the dressing room, however, took place during the third set. Lamirore and the defendant, Machi Tobai, had left the stage at that point. And the Gaviners were already rocking. This is when 2 shots rang out at the scene of the crime. Shots heard by Detective Emma Skye, mind you. And Apollo, you heard them too, right?
I sure did.
Furthermore, Lamirore herself witnessed the moment of the crime. Well, perhaps I should say she heard the moment of the crime. When she claims to have heard Mr. Latouche and Detective Crescend talking.
But that's impossible. Detective Crescend was...
Precisely. Detective Crescend was on stage, getting his groove on, no less.
And missing cues. Don't forget missing cues.
The missing... Voila. A perfect alibi. The missing cue. I cannot stress this enough. This was a big deal when we were investigating the case. How has anyone forgotten this?
Remember? You were, so pissed about it, and you made me, stop my investigation to go, check for you who missed the cue, and you were like, oh, let's let the amateur do it, and you called me a bunch of fucking, other things that I don't know about music and shit. You remember that? I remember that.
I don't remember that.
Does the defense have anything to add to this? It's true. When I heard those gunshots, he must have been on stage. Still, there's something here that doesn't quite add up. It appears the defense has no objections. I believe we can safely say that Detective Crescen's alibi has been acknowledged.
You didn't give us the objection button.
Yeah, I want to object.
Which means that Lemmeror was sadly mistaken. Her testimony cannot be true.
Very well. Of course, if we disregard her testimony, then I see no evidence keeping us from declaring a verdict. If indeed there are no objections.
Uh-oh, Apollo, if he declares a verdict now...
But Prosecutor Gavin's case is airtight. Lemmeror might have been lying to protect Machi. How can I rely on her testimony? Wait, what about yesterday in the detention center?
Ut labor et dore.
About the case. What about the case? He wants to tell us about Mr. Latus's death?
Nulla acquit.
This meeting's over.
Darian?
Maji was trying to tell us something. I know it. Maybe the best thing to do is ask him. Under oath.
Oh no.
Very well. The court finds the defendant, what was his name again? Hey, Your Honor! Hey, you there!
His name was Your Honor. His name was Hey You.
It was you there.
Gosh, incredible.
No, that wasn't it. It wasn't it. It was something like, Marquis or... yes, Mr. Justice? Your Honor, before you declare a verdict, I would like to call another witness.
Exactly who else do you need to hear from?
A witness who, until now, has not been given a chance to speak in this court. Because he doesn't speak English.
You don't mean...
I do. The defense calls defendant Machi Tobai to... the defense calls the defendant Machi Tobai to the stand. What? But he doesn't speak English.
Oh my god, it's a... it's a court of law. Get an interpreter.
I know. We'll use an interpreter.
An interpreter? I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere. I only speak a few phrases such as I love you and where's the toilet?
Wow.
Necessary phrases.
The defense would like to request Lammeror as the interpreter. Lammeror? But there's a possibility she's protecting the defendant. But she'd be interpreting for the defendant. Why would she lie? This is most unusual.
Bravo, Hair Forehead. Hair Judge, the prosecution agrees with the defense's request. If Lemmeror lies, I'll be able to tell. Do you have a secret power that you're not telling us?
He's got Google Translate open on his phone. He's like, I guess it seems like he's saying either, I did it or I'm completely innocent, so.
Close enough. Even my limited knowledge of the language should be enough for that.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Well, if both prosecution and defense are for this, I see little cause for refusal. Finally, some progress.
Maybe the defense and the prosecution are idiots.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe the judges too a little bit.
Has anyone considered that possibility?
I think, I don't think anybody's really thought about that before.
Oh, okay.
Bailiff, please show the defendant and Lammeror to the witness stand.
Oh, gosh. I knew this was going to happen, but still. I suppose there's a first time for everything. Shall we proceed? Your name, to begin with, if you would, Lammeror.
Yes. He says, Machitobai, the defendant. This is certainly a first for this courtroom. Not that we
Not that we really needed an interpretation of that message in particular. So far, so good. Very well, Mr. Justice, if you would. Huh? If I would... What, Your Honor? Would what? You called the defendant to the stand, did you not? What would you have him testify about? What do I want him to testify about? I hadn't thought that far yet.
Oh my god, they are both idiots.
They sure are.
Apollo! Aren't you going to ask him what he was about to tell us yesterday?
How can I if I don't know what he was saying?
Excuse me, a moment, if I might speak.
Yes, Lenore.
Just now, Machi said there is something about which he wishes to testify.
Machi wants to testify about something? What could it be? What sort of testimony is he talking about?
One moment, please.
I really want to lift the little hair swishy thing on the top of his head off of his head.
Yeah, what if it's just like a hair clip?
Yeah, like the whole thing looks like it came from Claire's.
That's actually where he bought his whole outfit from.
It's actually
very cute.
Yeah, no, a lot of that is from Claire.
The suspense is killing me.
What?
What? Well, Lamiror?
According to Machi, he has proof of his innocence.
What?
Oh my god. I just saw... This is a surprise. Yahoo! Victory, Apollo! We did it!
Okay, well, let's not start celebrating just yet.
Let's stop popping bottles.
This is sounding too good to believe. And I know what that usually means. Well, if that's true, then this is vital testimony. Lamiror, Machi, please testify to the court.
Very well. Proof of innocence.
Okay.
He says that word of Mr. Letus's death came as a great shock, but if the killing truly followed the lyrics of my song, he could not have done it. He says that because the lyrics are in English, he does not understand them.
Oh, well, that's a lie. Also, I was so thrown off by his jaunty, all white, breechers and high socks combo.
Yeah. Like I said, Claire's, it has everything you could need to look cute.
I see.
You might be able to find that in Claire's in the future.
Maybe. Yeah, we don't know.
It's a lot.
We don't know what they'll sell.
A lot of product variety at Claire's.
He wouldn't have understood the English lyrics to the song. That would prevent him from following them so closely.
I wondered what he meant by proof. Why, he would only have to ask Lammermoor to know the meaning of that song.
Lamiror, did you ever explain the lyrics of that song to him?
I did tell him generally what the song was about, but never in so much detail, and he never asked.
He has my oft-repeated warning already fled off that forehead? Lammermoor might be protecting the witness.
Well, anyway, let us proceed with the cross-examination. Mr. Justice, if you would. Yes, Your Honor. Something's hidden in that testimony. I know it. I'll just have to trust my bracelet to tell me where. It worked yesterday. It'll work today, too.
Actually, it's on the fridge today.
It's on the me.
Okay. Wow, that's a dumb joke.
That was a very dumb joke. Okay. Let's see. Word Name of his thing. Okay.
That seems fine.
The killing truly follow lyrics of his song. He couldn't have done it. He does not understand English.
Can we
Let's
bracelet this?
bracelet that. He definitely understands English. Oh,
Oh, he looks
Hi.
to eyes.
haha. Gotcha.
The eyes have it.
Gotcha, bitch. Machi, you can't fool my eyes.
Wow.
You glanced toward her the very moment Lammeror said the word English. Why? And don't bother interpreting that. He understands me. Machi, tell the truth. You can understand English, can't you? What are you saying? Of course he can't.
Kabaditum freset uns.
Plesara dorkindulen penenske.
Guided oder veritas tellicit.
And nunc fosibius. Must he continue this charade? Mr. Justice, Machi says this. I know the word English. Huh? Before coming to this country, he heard me speaking English. He learned the name for this language, that is all. What? Give me a break. Is that such an unusual word to understand? Do you not know Espanol, for instance? Well, yeah, but... I am sorry, but he truly does not understand your language. Well, explain this. How does he know the crime followed the lyrics? Have you always been such a suspicious-minded lad? It is simple. So simple it hardly requires an explanation. He read about it in the newspaper. The newspaper? The Borginian Daily Bugle. You can buy it in this country nowadays, you know? They have already begun to report about this case in our homeland. I was right. What is wrong, Mr. Justice? Your eyes, they are quite fierce all of a sudden.
We've got you.
Machi is lying. Maybe it's time to show them proof that he's lying.
The newspaper didn't report that they used the lyrics.
Gotcha.
Take that.
I have here a Borginian newspaper. The Borginian Daily Bugle, as a matter of fact. Oh, that was you. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I thought it was Lemmer.
Yeah.
Indeed, there is a feature article about the case. Could you read this for me, Machi? That's right. It doesn't mention the lyrics. What? What is this all about? I'm sorry, Machi. You couldn't have read about the lyrics in a Borginian newspaper.
Oh, we're getting a color swap.
What does this mean? But I don't see how it's possible. I know. He must have heard the lyrics when the police were doing their questioning. Yes.
Not possible. The subject of the lyrics was not brought up in police questioning. I read the full report myself.
So the lyrics weren't in the newspaper and the police didn't mention them. The only place you could have heard them was in this courtroom. In English, no less. The witness will explain himself. Machi says... He says... Yes. It is
true. I read the newspaper, but this is not where I learned of the lyrics. I was mistaken. Now I remember.
You remember?
He says he heard of the lyrics from me.
What?
Is this true, Lammeror? Yes. I'm afraid I had forgotten it myself.
Then it looks like Hair 4 had been jumping to conclusions again. Oh no, we're just all lying, actually, is what's happening. Everyone is once again lying on the stand.
Once again, we're all just liars.
It seems so, yes. No, no! I was onto something, I know it! I can't let this chance slip away. Time is an issue today. Mr. Justice, are you finished with the cross-examination?
What are you gonna do, Apollo?
If I'm going to keep on cross-examining, I'd better have an angle of attack. Or else... my bracelet's still reacting. Your Honor, please allow me to continue. If you must, you must. Very well. Witness? I understand.
Man.
I can't believe I still have to do my job.
Ugh. God, all right. Bracelet again.
Toy bracelet. Her? Yeah, she's lying, right?
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Don't fucking lie to me.
Stop lying. I all want to go home. Some people have to go to the hospital.
I'm currently cross-examining Machi. Why should you be uncertain? Me? Uncertain? Yes, you swallowed the very moment you told the court it was I who explained. I see there is little point in trying to hide anything from you. Lammeror, are you indeed protecting someone? That is not a question with a simple answer. It's a yes or no.
Yeah, it's pretty clear. Are you or are you not acting to protect someone?
There's two answers to that, so, pick one.
To tell the truth, I do not believe it myself.
Then allow me to answer for you.
Lammeror,
You're protecting Machi.
Gee, this is...
Come on.
Wow. Easy clap.
Obviously. Lammeror, you're protecting Machi. That's why you lied and told us that you had explained how the crime followed the song. I don't fault you for trying to help, but this is not the way. Machi, I believe you didn't do it. Really, I trust you. But you've lied to us twice, and now you have Lammeror lying on your behalf. If this is going to work, you have to trust me, too. Your two lies cover a simple truth. You understand English. You have to.
Don't know what that sound was.
Witness, is this true? Do you understand English?
Yeah, yes, a little, only.
What?
First he could see, now he can talk. And you did not know about this, Lammeror.
No, I did not. It is quite a surprise. How many secrets is this witness hiding? I almost said how many witnesses is this secret hiding?
I know, and that would have been very funny. This is last.
Machi, could you tell us what really happened?
No shooting. I did no shooting.
So you weren't in the dressing room when I heard those two gunshots, correct?
Apparently the answer to that question isn't simple either.
God.
I was in dressing room behind desk. Manager, he on floor.
Which would be After the shooting, right?
Then there's voice. Voice or voices? Was it you and Emma, Apollo?
So when Machi went into the dressing room, Mr. Latouche had already been shot. And then we came to the door.
Panel high up. I take off. Run away, run away.
So it was you who escaped through that air vent.
As the prosecution has held all along, no less. The defendant has admitted to being at the scene. Might we take this as a confession?
Hey, he didn't say that. No, he's clearly denied that he did it.
No shooting. Manager on floor, already on floor. The victim had already been shot, you say. I find that hard to believe. The defendant understood the song lyrics. He was at the scene of the crime. This can only mean one thing. He is the shooter.
Does the defendant have anything to say to this?
He's clammed up, Apollo.
Then let's ask Mr. Justice. Will you require any further testimony from the witness? Is that it? Is there nothing else that I can get him to testify about? Wait. No, of course there is.
What is this cocoon anyway? Dynamite.
The cocoon, the silk, is a potent cure.
A cure? Well, Machi, are you a smuggler? Montes.
Obvio, parentes, diam volupatat. He won't tell me.
That cocoon has to have something to do with this.
Now you're getting there, Apollo.
Machi, please tell us the truth for your own sake. And I think that's where we will pick up next time.
See you later.